Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to be playing Drawback Chess. Now, what is Drawback Chess? Well, Drawback Chess is like a regular chess game, except there's a catch. There are some restrictions on what you can do. And when to play Drawback Chess, you just go to drawbackchess.com, all lowercase no spaces, and it's going to tell you to input your estimated rating, and you can just put in whatever rating you want, basically. But the higher rating you put, the harder drawbacks it's going to give you. And these are like some of the drawbacks that there are. So there's like you can't move onto or orthogonally adjacent to a certain square, so you can't move around a certain square. There's also you have to capture every 3 moves. You can't you lose if your opponent goes to your side of the board. So let's play a game and just see what happens. So I think I put like my real rating, which is 2100, and I think that's going to give me a lot of hard drawbacks. So let's see what we get. Rising water. Hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, let me move my camera a little bit to here. We don't really care about the notation, so I'll actually make this bigger. Okay, so every 10 turns, the water level rises 1 rank. You can't move pieces that are underwater, and you can't move to... Okay. Um, so, let's see, let's think about a strategy here. Um, I don't really want to... I don't think I'm ever going to have to move my king, right? Unless... I think I'm just not going to use my king. I'm just not going to use my king, and I'm going to try to make sure my queen is off of the back rank. And also the nice thing is your opponent's moves, since it's a drawback, your opponent can never have like more powers than usually in a regular game. So if you ever get to a point where you're playing a regular game and you no longer have your drawback, you can basically just not worry about what your opponent does because there's no like power ups. It's only drawbacks, if that makes sense. Because yeah, your opponent can the best your opponent can play is using the regular rules of chess. It's never going to be any better than that. So you don't have to worry about him like, ooh, king to e8. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Okay. We get b4. Let's just attack the rook. Well, we don't have many turns left. I really want to develop my queen. I also want to take this pawn, though. That's also a juicy pawn. Do I want to take that? Do I have time? Do I have time to take that pawn or not? I think I have to develop. I don't really think I can afford to. Oh, but I really want to use my rooks though. So I have 4 turns. In 4 turns, I can activate one of my rooks. So I have to play like h4 and rook h7, which is really really dumb. But that's just what this drawback makes me do. Basically, he attacks my knight. Okay, luckily I don't really have to worry about that. I'm gonna play h5 and rook h7. That's gonna look really really weird from my opponent's perspective. But okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 2 turns left. Shoot. I might have to play with just these minor pieces, but because if he takes and he checks, I don't have time. So then these pieces are going to be stuck. I'm not going to be able to move them. And also, if he checks me, I basically have to block. Okay, he plays f3. Not a great move. Let's play rook h7 too. Yeah, I guess let's play rook h. I guess yeah, I guess we'll play rook h7. Okay, I wonder what his drawback is. He's pushing a lot of pawns. Um, I don't know. I don't really know what his drawback could be. Okay, he's pushing pawns. Let's look at what pawns he's pushing a lot of pawns. Yeah, that move doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, let's actually. I think we have a nice tactic here. Yeah, I might not even. Yeah, I probably won't need these pieces, most likely. And also, you don't win by checkmate. You win by capturing the king, which is kind of weird. But there are some rules about capturing the king. Like you can only capture the king once you've promoted a pawn. That's one of them. Um, but if you checkmate, then you always take the king on the next move, which is nice. Okay, so that's checkmate. So I wonder what my opponent's drawback is because that's just checkmate. I wonder if he like wasn't able to do it, or if he's just not a very, or if he just didn't see the checkmate for any reason. Okay, so we your opponent's drawback was consensus objectors can't capture with pawns. So I wonder why he pushed so many pawns if he can't capture with pawns. But okay, let's play another game. All right, that went pretty well. That's but there's some really bad drawbacks. Like one of them I've had is one of them was that it was basically impossible. Oh, you have to make moves in like all your pieces have to have within one within one of how many times they've moved. So basically, you have to make a pawn move, a knight move, a bishop move, a rook move, and then a queen move. Altern like you can never move a piece two times more than another piece has moved. So I pushed a pawn, a knight, and a bishop, but then my queen and rook were both stuck, so I couldn't move the queen, and I just lost immediately, which was unfortunate. Oh, am I not? Am I not in the queue? Oops. Okay, so some of them are pretty easy, some of them are really, really hard. What is invalid color? What does that even mean? Am I gonna get canceled from that? Okay. Why am I being removed from the queue? Can I just join the queue? Okay. All right. Lose if you have fewer pawns than your opponent. Okay. Um. I guess we're playing. I guess we're playing B3. I just don't want to risk him like playing any sort of D5. Well, actually, I guess that's not a problem, but I just don't. I just don't want him to be ever taking my pawns with a pawn. E4 is risky. Oh, oops! I didn't mean to do it, but I guess we're doing it. Okay, so we cannot play D4. It's okay to trade pawns because we're taking their pawn first. But okay, bishop C4 looks good. I think we can basically play a normal game more or less. Just remember to never play D4 is the important thing here. Because if he takes our pawn, we just lose immediately. And I don't really want to push take with the pawn. Well, first of all, I want to stop him from castling. But also if I take with the pawn, like it might get attacked. I guess yeah, no, but take with the bishop is just better anyway. It's just better. Okay. So, what has he done with these pawns? I don't know if he's pushing that because he thinks it's good, or if he has to, or because he has to. Um, okay, what is going on here? Let's castle. I guess he's gonna go here. What's a good plan here? I can't make pawn breaks, which is kind of annoying. A6, let's go. I guess we're going A5. Oh, I didn't want to do that for some reason. Uh, okay, I guess it's okay to push pawns, just don't make trades where they take first. Okay, so now we have a pin. I almost mass slipped A5. That would have been catastrophic. How am I gonna make progress if I can't make pawn breaks? That's gonna be a struggle. Maybe I should sack it. Maybe I should sack the horse and play F4. That's I mean it's obviously really really bad, but it would give me some. Okay, maybe now it's okay to tick and just try to checkmate him. I don't know how good this opponent is. Okay, let's me centralize my queen. I like my position. I just wish I could play d4. Okay, can't move his queen. Can't move his pawn. Can move him. Yeah. Okay, goes knight f7 now. He wants to castle. I can't push any pawns, which is so unfortunate. Okay, let's go b4. I want to like bait him into him pushing a pawn so that I can take and like open some files. Uh, ooh, but I'm kind of reluctant to give him pats to take my pawns. Okay, so he's castled. Surely he's gonna push a pawn at some point, right? Mm, okay. So if he plays like a random move, maybe I should play d3. Okay, okay. He finally opened something up. So now let's take and play queen to d5. He's hesitating to. I don't really know what that was about, but okay. So now, if we can go up a pawn, we basically win the game. If we win a pawn, we basically win the game. Basically, basically. So I'm gonna try to win that pawn. Queen d5 is a really good square. Queen to what? What? Okay, let's take. So we're up a pawn now. We are now up a pawn, which means we can make trades. So I'm gonna play d4 next, which is gonna be really, really nice to be able to play. So if I take, I'm gonna take back the bishop, put the bishop on like c5 or something. Rook a7 looks really, really strong. Okay, this is looking good now. Yeah, so if you want to play Drawback Chess again, just go to Drawback Chess, no spaces, all lowercase.com, and tell me how it goes in the comments. This is this is a pretty fun variant to like if you just want to break from normal chess, um, see how you do with some drawbacks. But I think this game's about to end pretty soon. Okay, queen to b5. Let's play bishop to c5. I don't think queen e1 is an issue. I'm still up a pawn, so I think at this point, there's not really any way for me to throw this game. That's always something dangerous to say, but I'd have to really try to, because its queen can't go anywhere. I'm just gonna take and take, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Oh, I guess my rook's attacked. Okay. I guess okay. Let's go queen a2. That protects the rook, and then we're gonna take this next. Oh, he has queen d8, threatening check. But I'll just go h3. Okay, wait. So this is a good player then, I guess, because I'm gonna assume that he let me do this because of his drawback, because he found queen d8 pretty quickly. Okay, but he can't stop this. There's just no way for him to stop it because I have the classic right triangle. Classic right triangle. Yeah, I'm also attacking here. Yeah, yeah, just the classic right triangle. So let's take the bishop. I mean, let's take the rook, and then queen takes. Maybe I can play rook. Maybe I can play rook here. I think rook A is strongest to win the queen, followed by queen to d2 and rook takes d8. Okay, so let's take the queen. Oh, okay, let's take the king. Okay, your opponent's drawback was protected pawns can only move pawns to defended squares. That sucks. How is that an easy drawback? Ew. Okay, so it did say that they judge how easy or hard drawbacks are based on the results of them. But um, let's see what moves he did. Yeah, so he can only play g6 then, of course. Why can't? Okay, it's not letting me go through the game, but I guess I can click through it. Okay, what's going on? It just doesn't let me go through the game. You know what? That's fine. So that was 2 games of Drawback Chess. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and try Drawback Chess for yourself and let me know how it goes in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.